All right, y'all. Ow. There we go. Hello, everybody. It is Songwriter Sunday, and I'm Cassandra Kaczor. So every Sunday at 2 p.m. Central Time, I sit down at my keyboard, play a couple tunes, and then I call a songwriter friend of mine to talk about music, life, art, and what they've been up to. So if this is your first time watching Songwriter Sunday, you are in for a super fun treat. Typically, I play about 15 minutes, and then I get my guests on at 2:15 Central Time, 3:15 for you East Coast folks. And yeah, we just play some tunes and we talk about them. It's pretty laid back. So, and then for those of you who are returning, thank you again for watching. I know I have a couple people who enjoy popping on for their Sunday afternoon original music. Today, I have my old friend, not in age, but in knowing one another, Richard Baskin Jr. We went to Western Michigan University together and have since reconnected. He's up in New York City doing really cool stuff. So if you can buckle in for about 15 minutes, we're gonna get Richard on the screen, we're gonna talk, we're gonna jam, and it's gonna be an awesome, awesome time, y'all. So, again, welcome newcomers. Thank you for returning, my regular folks, and feel free to drop any questions, comments, anything in the chat. All right, I'm gonna kick off today with a brand spanking new song. My husband, John, he's there, he's watching. He wants to make sure he gets his credit. My husband, John, and I wrote this a week ago Friday as part of a little bit of a writing experiment. That's why I have to read it, because it's brand new. But we're trying to write some like top 40 vibe songs. So typically this is not what I'm writing, but thought I would try something different. So John and I wrote this. It's called Jealousy. Brand new. Never been played before on a screen, I think. Yeah. All right, here we go. The bar is open, salt and limes, you got me hoping. Bills are flying, lights are strobing. You can touch, yeah, we're rolling. Such a rush, just keep your hand right there where I can feel it. Please don't leave me now, you know I need this. I don't wanna feel it, oh, jealousy. Don't you want me? Don't you want me? Jealousy. Don't you need me? Don't you need me? You'll be right back. This I know. Rolling deep in whatever we smoked, but before I know it, you're back on the floor. I'm moving slow, yeah. Just keep your hand right there where I can feel it. Please don't leave me now, you know I need this. I don't wanna feel it, oh, jealousy. Don't you want me? Don't you want me? Jealousy. Don't you need me? I see you glowing, and you're dancing away in those tight cut jeans, and the way your hips sway is frustrating. And I wanna be wasted, praying to the booze gods to take me away. I did my hair for this, put on my best shirt, thought I'd find some love. I gotta leave with her, but you look so good, look so good, you look so good. Jealousy. Do you see me? Do you see me? Jealousy. Do you see me? Jealousy. Don't you want me? Don't you want me? Jealousy. Don't you need me? Don't you need me? Yeah, brand spanking new tune that I wrote with my husband, John Charles Weston. Got to get the full artist name in there for sure. Only a week and 2 days ago, so that's brand new. We're trying an experiment. where we write club type songs. Again, this isn't typically what I write, but we're writing, so that's good, right? All right. So again, if you're brand new, welcome to Songwriter Sunday. I'm Cassandra. My guest, Richard Baskin Jr, is going to be on at 3:15 Eastern, 2:15 Central, 12:15 Pacific for my Californian friends. And he is, I'm like actually nervous right now because he is so talented and so, I hate that word, but he is. I don't know, he's got just this incredible voice and this incredible way with the piano, and he has an incredible career going for himself right now, and I'm so honored and delighted to speak with him today. So 12:15, 2:15, 3:15 for those of you who are watching. Just stay put. Hey, Paul. Thank you, Pop, for popping on today as well. All right, so for my second selection of the day, when I must do a ballad, I always do my ballad second. This is a fairly new song that I wrote probably 6 weeks ago or so. I love writing sad songs. So like club hit, experiment, sad songs, I'm right at home. And this one is called That's Not Me. I definitely think that the pandemic has brought out interesting nuances in our relationships. No matter how close we think we are, it's just been a really challenging year. And so this is kind of about learning some new things about some relationships that I thought were very meaningful. So this is called That's Not Me. When I was 10, I spent my playground hours on a bench, trying one more time to find a friend. And now I've grown. My eyes have gotten clearer, and I know the folks you think are keepers leave you more alone. And so it seems you only show up when there's a need. I've had enough. What am I to you? A crying shoulder, a punching bag. You think that's me? That's not me. Free of charge. To anyone who asks, I give my heart. But now I'm running out of blood and I'm tired. So it seems you only show up when there's a need. I've had enough. What am I to you? A crying shoulder, a punching bag. You think that's me? That's not me. People say I have changed. They're right, I had to. I'm lonely and wide awake. It's morning. Friendship can't be faked. Look at all this hurt I'm holding. I'm evaporating. And so it seems you only show up when there's a need. I've had enough. What am I to you? A crying shoulder, a punching bag. You think that's me? That's not me. Yeah, that's not me. It's a nice, like, cathartic song that I wrote, like I said, about 6-8 weeks ago. And yeah. All right, but don't worry. I try to only do one sad song per my 15-minute set on Songwriter Sundays, even though there are copious amounts of sad songs in my catalog. So good news to all of you fans of Richard Baskin Jr. We're going to get him up on the screen right at 2:15. We're all crying. But right at 2:15 Central, 3:15 Eastern, 12:15 Pacific. So 5 minutes from now, y'all are gonna see and hear a beautiful person who writes beautiful songs and is doing some really cool things in life. Yeah. So hang tight. We got Richard coming in 5 minutes. My last tune I picked out today because my first song, Jealousy, is like on a topic, but it is also like the name of this fictional character who the speaker wants to be like spending the evening with at the bar. So it's the feeling and also the person. Like jealousy is dancing with another person, so that makes me feel jealous. And so I picked my final song because it was the first song I wrote about a feeling that I also like named the object of the song about. So and I wrote it during my undergrad when Richard and I were studying together. So why not? So this one, again, name of a character and also a feeling, is called Heart Attack. Let's see if it holds up after I don't know how many years it's been. Do I know you, love? You remind me of someone I once wanted in the back of my mind. But I could be wrong, so would you like to play along? I saw you look me up and down, and that was just fine. Wait, where you going? Going, where you going? Heart attack, I need to keep this. I need to keep this eye contact, cause if I do, you do, I can watch you smile again, and you'll be coming, yeah, you'll be coming back, coming back. I think I would like for you to sing to me at night. I think I would like to watch you glowing, crawl into my mind through necks that taste like wine. And I apologize, cause I can't say a damn thing except where you going, where you going? Heart attack, I need to keep this, I need to keep this eye contact, cause if I do, you do, I can watch you smile again, and you'll be coming, baby, coming back, coming back, coming back, coming back. Where you going? Where you going? Heart attack. Where you going? Where you going? Heart attack. Where you going? Hey, where you going? Heart attack. Where you going? Where you going? Heart attack. Where you going? Going, heart attack. I need to keep this, I need to keep this eye contact, cause if I do, you do, I can watch you smile again, and you'll be coming, yeah, you'll be coming back, coming back, coming back, coming back. Woo! It's much easier to play with a band, but Heart Attack from probably around 2012. So, now is the moment that I've been waiting for all week. I'm going to get Richard Baskin Jr. up here on the live stream for y'all to see. We're going to talk about some songs. We're going to talk about life. And as always, please put your questions and your comments into your chat wherever you're watching. And we'll have a nice conversation going all around. So, again, this is my one-woman show over here, so I got to skedaddle up to the screen and get Richard up here for you as well. Hang tight, everyone. Oh no. There we go. Hello.
Bam. There we go.
Can you hear me?
Can you hear me? I can. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing on this lovely Sunday afternoon?
Sunday afternoon is going well. I've had some food
Awesome.
and some.
Oh, gotta have all of the above, no doubt.
Yes, 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 yes.
All right. So, how did your show go on Friday night?
It was great. It kind of amazes me to see the entire production happen. Um, it's usually like recording those things are usually very stressful, especially with like COVID and having so many of those restrictions
Mm,
affect how you actually process um, the event. So, there's a time limit on how long we can be in the space. There's a
oh,
distance requirement, and that is kind of not conducive to recording.
yeah.
So
Oh,
it
yeah.
was like get as much as you can get in basically one take, and also rehearse like the 30 minutes beforehand and get the get the thing done. So it
Wow.
was very stressful in that regard, but it's so great to see it um, broadcast. It was
Mm.
just like, ah, that's great.
Yeah. Do you
So
want to actually introduce yourself a little bit, and then for people who don't know, do you want to tell them about this particular project?
yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, so I'm Richard Baskin Jr. I am a musician from the east side of Michigan, from Saginaw, home of Stevie Wonder. Well, he was born there. Um, I went to school at Western Michigan with Cassandra. I think you came in the year after me, something like that.
I started in 2009.
Yes, so that was the year after me.
Okay.
Get there, and then explored all that you can explore. Piano, vocals. Went to IU to study jazz voice there. And now I'm in New York, music directing and carving a career out of all the things that we can do.
Amazing. And
Yeah.
honest to goodness, I was super nervous today to do my little opening thing because listening to the music that you've been creating lately has just been like daunting. It's so like masterful, and I don't know. I'm gonna try not to stand too much during this.
Listen, I appreciate it so much. I would say that that experience that you were talking about, the Broadway for Racial Justice, I had been in a very stagnant, lost kind of place in terms of music. Um, as you know, we all of our music has been gone
Mm,
essentially. Um, and before then, I had really had a hard time adjusting to New York.
mm.
It's very different than the Midwest. It is very different. Um, but this project kind of boosted my like it gave me a boost of confidence in what I could do and what I should be doing. And there was a reason to make these videos. So the organization is called Broadway for Racial Justice. And, with everything that's going on in the Broadway theater community, um, we need people to stand up and say, hey, the way that these systems are working don't work for um, a large percent of the practitioners of this art.
Mm.
And we're being exploited in a way that is unparalleled and it's not okay. And we're suffering. And taking this break, this pause, as it was supposed to be only 2 weeks, by the way,
Yep.
just taking that break forced us to all, like, nobody's working. So we all had to address these things. Um, yeah, not to speak too much about the organization, because you can check them out on the internet. They're doing fantastic work. But this project was just a celebration of Black art, um, all the musicians are Black. All of the team is Black. It was just something that we don't get to do or we don't see often.
That's
Like we always get like, oh, this is the like all Black cast of Jesus Christ Superstar. And of course we do it well.
mm-hmm.
Great. But this was just a pure celebration during this month, during this time, during all of the stuff that's going on in this country, like to just shine.
Mm.
So I thought that was fantastic. So I signed on to do it. It was 12 songs to arrange for various instrumentation and different singers, and woo!
And you did a bulk of that arranging, right?
I did all of the arranging.
All of the arranging. Wow. Incredible.
So it was really fun.
Awesome. Paul in California would like to know if that, if Broadway for Racial Justice is affiliated with Audra McDonald? Or is this...
I couldn't say for sure, for certain, but they are affiliated, or there are artists, Broadway artists who are affiliated with this organization who are doing work as well.
Cool. Okay. Awesome. Awesome. Well, let's kick off. Let's get a song going. What do you want to start with today?
Let's see. I think that I'm going to start with Crown.
Awesome.
And yes, I do have the lyrics in front of me because, I mean, you write a lot of songs, so
no,
I don't know how you keep them straight.
No. I read 2 of my songs off of my phone today because I've been doing at least one a week. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Oh, I would love to talk about that. I can't wait to talk to you about that.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Wish that I had a twin so we could go on adventures, places we've never been, like finding a chest full of treasure. Some days would be great, and some days not so much. Every step I take, he would be there, 'cause he's so clutch. So many opportunities missed, 'cause that boy, he doesn't exist. And now I'm alone here facing the fact that somehow I've let you down. Some folks say don't give up. I'm just trying to find what's wrong with me. 'Cause I can turn this thing around, even though I've been knocked down. Put my feet back on the ground. I can get back in the rain, even though these punches sting. In the end, I'm still a king. Wish that I had a twin, so he could absorb all the pressure that I feel inside to win. It's something that you can't measure. Some days will be great, and some days not so much. And every step I take, he would be there. He's not clutch. So many opportunities missed, 'cause that boy, he doesn't exist. And now I'm alone here facing the fact that somehow I've let you down. Some folks say don't give up. I'm just trying to find what's wrong with me. Whoa, I can turn this thing around, even though I've been knocked down. Put my feet back on the ground. And I back in the ring, even though these punches sting. In the end, I'm still a king. Oh, 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 I can turn this thing around, even though I've been knocked down. Put my feet back on the ground. Now I must get back in the ring, even though these punches sting. In the end, I'm still a king. I'm coming for my crown.
Wow. That was awesome. That really kind of pulled at my heartstrings. Can we talk about the inspiration
We can
with
talk about
that?
all of
Yeah,
it.
please.
uh,
Whatever you're comfortable sharing, tell us about what drove you to write that. You know what you're thinking about, because I have some guesses, but I want to hear it from you.
got it. I tend to write songs that I need to hear later for
Mm,
myself. I would say in college, like I was still trying to figure out so much about myself and just in so many areas of my life. Um, I went to college when I was 17, so I was very new to most things. And when I say like I had just turned 17 a few months before,
mm,
um, first time away from my mother, first time away from the rest of my family. Uh, I'm in a new place. I'm in a new program that is, yeah, I had a whole situation with that. Like, my teacher wasn't there for the first year.
mm-hmm.
Uh, Lots of other things, that I could talk for days and days and days about. It just wasn't a comfortable environment that first year. Um, yeah, I just felt left behind all the time. I never knew where I needed to be placed. Um, but yeah, it was kind of rough. Then I met you the next year.
Next
Um,
better? No.
and I just saw that like there was so much missing that I wanted to do, wanted to be, but I didn't know that I could be that.
Mm,
So the idea was like, well, if I had a twin, then that person, I know nobody is knocking on my door. Okay.
do you want to go
If
check
I
it?
no,
Okay.
because I'm not expecting anybody.
Okay.
um, but yeah, like if I had a twin, then I could breathe. I wouldn't have to live under this pressure. And then all of that could go to that cat and
Mm,
I would be free to explore basically.
yeah, that was part of the guess, but the way that you spoke about it just now was so, yeah.
I
It
will hear your take on that.
No, that was my guess, was just, being able to share the burden of life with somebody else, or somebody you could send in to kind of like, if you needed a day off, like just go in and do the work for me, type of a thing.
Hmm.
And especially, we talked a little bit on Friday about kind of how much work we did at that time. And
Mm,
yeah, yeah.
yeah,
So in a personal way, I do. I feel that like for you and for our little undergrad baby selves, 100%. I will say this is super annoying, but your audio is perfect. Your video is lagging. Do you mind if I call you right back and see if that corrects it?
yes.
Okay.
Do
All right. Everybody, stay seated and don't move. All right. Call you right back.
okay.
All right, y'all. We're gonna get Richard right back up here. Technology's fun. All right.
Boom, I'm back.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Yay. And I don't mind doing that again if I needed to.
Okay. No
Okay.
problem.
No problem.
But yeah, it's a lot of the songs that I write at this time have been very like uplifting and like, we can do this, you know, you can make it, discover who you are, that kind of deal. I also didn't really think I could write pop songs, kind of.
Really?
I mean,
Really?
like we like kind of live in a what do we classify all the things? Like it's very classically inspired, jazz inspired, Motown inspired. Like I don't think that, you know, when you hear pop music, like what are we classifying as pop music now? You know?
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
I, again, just to know where I fit. And one day I think I was just sitting in my room and decided I was just gonna write a song. And this kind of happened.
Mm-hmm.
I don't sit very long with these things. It's like, what is the feeling that I want to express? And then we just go for it.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. I've actually found
there's like a crazy echo of my voice.
Crazy echo of my voice.
Is it still there?
Let's see.
Let's see.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh no.
It just started.
It just started.
It just started?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This didn't happen before. Oh no.
Oh no.
It didn't.
Well, as long as people don't mind me.
As long as people don't mind me
repeating myself.
Repeating myself.
Let's see. I don't know. That's never happened before.
I don't know. It's never happened before.
Yeah. Do you have another question?
I do. So I was going to say the same thing.
I was going to say the same thing.
I typically sit down
and
write only for 45
minutes.
Because I
minutes
typically
have
thought about it for like days ahead of time. So I guess my next question for you is about. Process.
Process.
Yeah. So generally speaking, I kind of come up with a color. Like for that one, I really liked, like for something like was the very basic situation there. So that was kind of like where I wanted to live in the happier part of the song. And then move harmonically, like start to create some emotion to the chorus. And just repeat it, basically. Yeah. Now, like when I've debated on putting this chord in because I was like, oh, that's so cheesy, but it sets me up perfectly for this.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, and I love that chord.
And I love that chord.
That 4 flat, it's a flat 4 or minor 4 to the 5/7 sus chord. Love it.
Very functional and also very like emotional.
Yes, it like makes you do something on the inside. But yeah, after that I sit down and I kind of write a journal entry, almost just to do like a mind dump. And I like kind of scan that and I say, okay, I circle things, and then I start writing lyrics. Past tense, present tense, future tense, how are we doing that? And then boom.
Super cool. Super awesome. Well, I would love to hear another song, and I'm sure some other folks would as well.
Yes. Okay, so this is a song called Jump. And this is the first song that I think I let other people hear. It's actually on Spotify, but it's orchestrated on Spotify.
Ooh.
This is just the piano version.
Perfect.
It's warm outside, and the sun is burning bright over my head. We catch a ride all the way down to the shore instead of staying in bed. Something is missing. You can't commit to what we have here, and reminiscing only intensifies your fears. Jump in the water with me. Jump in the water with me. Jump in the water with me. You've got your pain. Yeah, well, I've got my pain too. It's the same song and dance. It seems insane, but this is tried and true. Just give it a chance. But something is missing. You won't commit to what we have here, and reminiscing only intensifies your fears. Jump in the water with me. Jump in the water with me. Jump in the water with me. And be together for eternity. Don't you wanna be?
I don't know what's going on over here. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. It's technology. It's it's Zoom. Things happen.
This is the first time it's been this crazy, so I'm so sorry. And right in the middle of your beautiful song.
Oh, it's okay.
Okay. Do you want? I think we lost you like right before the last chorus. Do you want to pick up anywhere, or I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay. It was yeah, I'll just do the last chorus.
Okay, thank you, and I'm so sorry.
No problem. water with me. Jump in the water with me. Jump in the water with me. And I know that we will survive. Not only that, I know that we'll thrive. What a time to be alive. Jump in the water with me. Yeah, that wasn't the ending I was supposed to do, but my phone just dropped and that's okay.
Well, I'm glad we got to hear the end of it. So, and the weird echo thing is gone, so everything, I'm going to keep my fingers crossed. We got smooth sailing for the rest of the show.
Yes.
Cool.
Oh, that was...
what were you going to say?
That was a super like personal song to write. I was in this relationship and it was like crazy. And it was like the first time I'd ever actually been in that type of situation. And ultimately it kind of like wrecked me for like 5 years. And I think having a couple conversations with some friends who also know that person really led me to at least putting something on paper to help kind of move forward from that, which was really great. But it was based on a trip that I took with my group of friends that this person was also in that circle. But yeah, trip to Miami.
Only wild things happen there. Well, and you also have a beautiful music video of this that people can watch too, right?
That's true. Yes,
and
that happened. We did that.
Yeah. It's on. If you're watching and look up at the top at Richard's website, it's embedded there, so you can see the music video for Jump there too. So awesome.
Yeah.
John's dad, Norm, is watching. He was a theory professor till he recently.
Oh, awesome.
And he says he's just sending really nice compliments, loving your music. So, and then Paul, also from California, sending some good vibes for your songs so far, and they should, because they're great.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So I have a question for you.
Okay.
What is, I know that you really took off with the dueling pianos thing. I mean, I've never seen anybody be that successful doing that.
Oh.
Or I mean, we were in college playing, Beethoven and Chopin and Mozart. And somehow you got away, not got away, but used that to catapult yourself with your amazing personality, by the way.
Thanks.
Because not like me, that's not my deal, but you killed it. How did you get, what caused you to want to go in that direction?
Well, thank you for that question. And it's something that I still constantly reckon with, this balance between the education and the degrees and the art music, and then the career, the thing that's paid for everything in my life, pop music, and my opportunities to travel and stuff. To be honest with you, Richard, before I went to Western, I didn't want to go to college. I wanted to be a singer-songwriter. I was writing songs from the age of 6, not good ones, but and I think I shared, I wrote my high school's musical. I had a composition recital at 17, but it was mostly pop songs. And my parents are both educators, and they kind of gave me an ultimatum that I had to go to college, and figured I would just do music. So the minute that it was on Twitter, a job opening came at Monaco Bay, I went down and I auditioned. I was like, I want to play pop. I want to do pop. Pop is actually really where my heart is. So the classical stuff was always a labor of love, and it was a means to being a better pop musician, I think.
Yes.
and I don't want kids, but I imagine if I did, I would love them equally but differently. So yeah, I started there, and it was a horrible job. And I played a bunch of horrible gigs in a bunch of horrible places with a bunch of horrible people, and I just wouldn't take no for an answer in terms of growing my career, and so ended up ultimately, as of probably 2 years into living in Chicago, being able to pick my gigs, pick my partners,
Yeah.
call my rates and stuff. Because if you recall, like, I'm pretty stubborn, so
Oh yeah.
I pretty much just beat my head against the wall until it broke. It came out the other side like massive head trauma.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
yeah, I don't
That's
know. Does that answer your question?
It does. It does. And I will say that pretty much anybody who was in our studio, if you think about who was in our studio at the time, we're all like that.
Yes.
So I totally, I have a similar situation with like theater right now
Mm.
because I was a jazz studies major for 8 years. You know,
Yeah.
my entire life was, you know what I'm saying? Like for juries and, trying to get into the top jazz combos and things like that.
Mm.
And when I didn't feel the same connection with that as everyone else did,
Mm.
so I tried singing, and that was better. Um, that got me a little bit farther down the road of what I wanted to do. And it kind of was a thing of you're in the right place at the right time, you know the right people. Um, I took a couple of gigs in Bloomington for like the board of trustees at the time, and then that opened a couple of doors for a few things, and I ended up playing for the I ended up playing for the theater uh, department, one of their shows, a music directed Great American Trailer Park musical or something like that. The director of the program moved to New York,
Mm.
and now her students are doing Spring Awakening. So she knows that I have just recently moved. And then it was like, hey, we love what you did with Great American Trailer Park. Can you come and do um, Spring Awakening? And then that was the thing. And then I got called to do another one. So it kind of like snowballed into other things. But the crazy thing about it is that we've been trained to do this,
Mm-hmm.
you
Yeah.
know, in so many different ways, but we have been trained to do this type of work. So I was just really interested in how we have studied in the same place, and now we are like in different cities doing completely different things, but at the core of it, it's still creating, it's still directing, like managing your own career. And I love that you said it was about 2 years before things started, like you felt like you had control over what was happening.
Yeah.
And I've just reached that point,
Oh, good.
which is fantastic. And talk about beating your head against a wall.
Yeah,
Very
man.
much so.
I don't know if I could do New York. I've been there about 9 times, and it also isn't the scene for what I'm trying to get into either. But
Yeah.
so I commend you for that too. But I think a big part of like success as an artist is not only having the skill sets you're talking about, but also having the type of personality that wants to work hard, is happy to do the work, whatever the work may be. And I think ultimately what, and I don't want to like derail too much, but something that I think, especially hearing you feel like you're reaching this point where you have control, I will say for everybody that I know, that I associate, who's in like a really good career spot, they have strong boundaries that are respected by their peers because they have like supportive peers, and they're kind, and that's why they get called back again and again and again. And knowing you as long as I have, and you are like inherently kind and easy to be around, and I'm sure that's a huge part of your success as well.
Yeah. I mean, you hit the nail right on the head. Boundaries. Woo! Okay. That was something that, New York is you got to learn boundaries.
Yeah.
If you don't have them when you get here, you're gonna out real quick. This next song is kind of about that.
Perfect.
I went through a little bit of a depression, and when I say a little bit, I went through a lot of depression. Like I said, New York is not the Midwest. Yeah, lots of depression, lots of drinking. It also doesn't help that I'm trying to forge a career in a place like a bar where, you're not actually being paid much. And they're just like, here are free drinks.
I understand.
Great.
I do.
So lots and lots and lots of drinking, which is, a deep part. But I wrote this song after a really, really tough night. Now, this song has a couple of swear words, so.
That's fine.
Great. When I opened my eyes, anticipating the sunrise, my problems of yesterday went away when the old me died. You see, I had to kill the tree of toxicity planted by some motherfuckers who wasn't shit. It took a bottle of my favorite gin and some friends, and in the end, suddenly everything clicked. But I won't let you fall. We will conquer all. I won't let you go. It's just you and I, you and I. Pick myself off the ground and I looked all around and I finally found myself in a bruised and battered state of mind. I'm a lieutenant in the zone, my tactical skills are already honed. Time to get the fuck up out of this hell. And with my head held high, I started to walk in the sunshine. 'Cause I won't let you fall. We will conquer all. 'Cause I won't let you go. Just you and I, you and I. Took some time to see that I'm worthy of all the love and affection graced upon me. And I'll never go back to that place of doubt again. 'Cause I won't let you fall. We will conquer all. 'Cause I won't let you go. Just you and I, 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 you and I.
Yeah, feel that one as well. Okay, so I want to check in with you before I ramble too much more. We can go a couple minutes over. Do you want to get through both of your last couple tunes, or how are you feeling?
I can do another one. The last one I think is more. I have a band, and I realized that they are actually singing a lot of the song. So I'm just gonna do one more.
Okay.
And that's called My Voice. But yeah.
Before we do that, though, I always like to ask at this point in the show, kind of, just for you in your own words, how can people support you, support your art? We have your some of your info up on the top of the screen, but what are some of the best ways that people can kind of, if they're loving what they're hearing, what can they do for you?
I would love to engage with people across America, like whether it be Instagram or Facebook. I have some things coming down the pipeline. I just want to connect with people as the music flows from me. Like it doesn't get on this paper if it has no connection for me. So, but I also know that other people might need to hear or might want to hear these life things. So, yeah, I would just love to connect with you on Facebook, Instagram, and let's go from there.
Awesome. Perfect. Well, let's hear my voice. And is there anything you want to say about it, or do you want to dive right in?
So I'm writing a musical.
Awesome.
And this is like the lead character who is finding his voice.
Perfect.
Something has changed in me. It's more than your eye can see. Finally, I know what kind of man I'll be. You think I'm down and out. It's time to end this drought. Finally, I shine with so much vibrancy. This is my voice. I don't have to be afraid of it. My choice, for which I'll never be apologetic. Starting right now. This is my vow, and I'm not finished yet. Shaking off the vestiges of a life I do not want. Shrouded in secrecy because I'm my own confidant. But that life is too complex. That life's a dark vortex. Healing the wounds inflicted by some broken promises. Moaning and groaning about the hurt only accomplishes nothing. Only accomplishes nothing. This is my voice. Now I don't have to be afraid of it. My choice, for which I'll never be apologetic. Starting right now. This is my vow. Picking up speed as the air fills my lungs, running towards the openness at full steam. This is my voice, and I don't have to be afraid of it. My choice, for which I'll never be apologetic. Starting right now. This is my vow, this is my choice, and I don't have to be afraid of it. My choice, yeah, starting right now. This is my vow, I'm not finished yet.
Yeah. Wonderful. Oh my gosh. So, real quick, new musical. We're going to stay tuned for that, right?
Yes.
Okay, okay. Got a couple people here who look like they want to connect with you on the socials, so hopefully that works out.
Yeah.
And it sounds like I could do like a 6 hour show with you. We should do a catch up outside of this soon because I think we have some art stuff to discuss.
We do.
Awesome. Richard, thank you so much for making the time. Thank you for being here. And I apologize for the tech issues. You weathered them like a champ. I appreciate, all of it.
Thank you for having me.
My pleasure. My pleasure. Let's catch up more soon, okay?
Yes, yes, yes.
Have a wonderful rest of your Sunday. Stay well, all right?
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye. All right, everybody. So that was Richard Baskin Jr. I know he does need a part two. Richard is just, yeah, he's so good at everything that he touches. It's ridiculous. So do connect with him. His Instagram is up there. His Facebook is the same as his Venmo, just Richard Baskin, no junior, I believe. And then, yeah, do connect with him. He's lovely. He's wonderful. He's working hard in New York City. And it was my pleasure to have him on today. And I didn't even realize this when I was putting my February series together. But next week, I have another musical theater person. So for those of you who do, I have Heidi Jostin, not NYC, but a Chicago musical theater mogul. She has not only written full musicals, she's done cabarets, she's an accompanist, she's an arranger, she's an educator. She basically doesn't stop. Anything that you need done musically, Heidi is there for. So I hope that if you have some time next week for the Chicago people, 2 o'clock as usual, West Coast noon, East Coast 3 p.m., I hope you can come check out Heidi as well. Especially, yeah, if you need to look at somebody who can juggle 47 plates and look good doing it, yeah, come see Heidi. So do connect with Richard. Do come back next week. Thank you so much for being here as always. Stay safe, stay well, and be kind to one another. Cassandra Kaczor, signing off. Thank you.